Mr. Drew of Mr. Drew and His Animals Too has been educating and entertaining people with exotic animals of all kinds for decades. He used to have a center in Lewiston. It's now located in Poland. And tonight he is back in the 207 studio with us. Always good to see you.
Yes, thank you for having me.
What are we starting with?
Well, we're going to start with Fluffy, who's an alligator snapping turtle. It's North America's largest freshwater turtle.
Nice
Full
name.
grown, they can get to 300 pounds. And here's Fluffy.
Oh my gosh, is
Now,
he happy?
No. Fluffy is about 24 years old, and this is not the ones we have in Maine. This is an alligator snapping turtle found in the southern United States, and in his mouth he has this little worm-like tongue, and he wiggles it for fish to swim in and get it. He's an ambush predator. He sits and waits. Now, this guy, if I put him on the floor, will lunge at me. Yeah, and I brought a carrot. I don't know what he's going to do. Let's see. Yeah, so these guys here, now a lot of people sit there and say, you know, that they could bite your fingers. Well, there's no bones in a carrot. They could bite your fingers or toes off. Well, at this size, probably not, but it would hurt. But again, they can get up to 300 pounds.
Holy
Ferocious looking creature, Drew. I mean, this thing is really intimidating.
Splash Zone over here, my gosh.
Welcome to SeaWorld.
Wow.
Yeah, so these guys get very big. And again, they're not legal in Maine, but it's easy enough to buy them as babies. And then again, what are you going to do with a 300-pound turtle? It's crazy.
The shell is really pretty too.
Yes, they have a really neat pattern, prehistoric looking shell. So that's kind of fun.
Very
We got
cool.
others to talk about, so let's move on. Although that one is fascinating.
I was not expecting the big snap of the
No,
carrot.
I mean, you tell how strong those jaws are.
Oh, yeah.
When it snapped that, and that's a big carrot too.
He looks
That was not-
prehistoric.
That was not a little
right,
high school
let me get the next
cafeteria
guy.
carrot stick.
No.
That was
We're going to
big.
tone it down a little.
All right, we're going with something smaller here. We're going down
This
to
guy.
the mini level.
Is what we call a micro gecko. And this little micro gecko comes from the Galapagos Islands. They were believed to be extinct, and they were rediscovered, and they started on the island breeding programs to reestablish the population. And this one, you can't get these in the United States. This one actually hitched a ride on somebody's suitcase who was on the islands doing a tour. And they got back to the US and they reached out and they're like, we got a hitchhiker, and reached out to us. So knowing its circumstances, knowing that it's an endangered species, I started searching for, and I reached out to Dr. Ian Bricknell, who's a friend of mine, very much knows a lot about geckos, and I asked him, I said, do you know of any? Because I've been looking, and he's like, there is nothing in the United States for these, because we were looking to get it into a conservation program, and it's just not feasible to ship it back to the Galapagos.
Yeah. And he's full grown.
He is full grown. He won't get any bigger than this.
So, thinner than
tiny.
a pencil and maybe a little over an inch long.
Yeah, basically, he gets to my tip of my finger to my major knuckle there.
Yeah.
And that's it. He's full grown. He feeds on fruit flies. He has a little adhesive pad so he can climb up, surfaces and stuff. That's why he's in this little magnetic cube. Because if I try to take him out, one, I don't want to hurt him, but two, he's quick.
All right, he's small.
Yep.
He's interesting.
Cute.
But what we have as our third guest is even better.
Yeah. So I'm
let's
going to put this stuff
bring
aside.
that on. Sure. You do
All
what you
right.
need to do there.
All right.
bring this on
This
in.
is Rocket, and Rocket is, well, let's just put that aside. Come here, sweetheart.
Stay with us. Stay with us.
Rocket is a Nile monitor, and Rocket is the largest African lizard. It is the fourth largest lizard species in the world. The males get up to 7 feet. She's 5.
Holy smokes.
And she is a cousin of the Komodo dragon. And like the Komodo dragon, she has a venomous bite. And so they're usually very aggressive. Here, keep an eye on her.
Sam, keep an eye on her.
Okay.
So she usually has they have a very aggressive bite, and they're very aggressive as nature. But she is a sweetheart. We've worked with her very hard. The original owner had her, and she's using that tongue to smell. So she's like curious on what's going on. But
she eat that egg?
she might. I don't know if she will. I think she's picking up on everything that's going on here.
How did you get this animal?
Well, the original owner had terminal cancer, and we were asked to take it in. It is not a legal species, but he did take very good care of it. And so we ended up with her, and she has been a wonderful part for our education. We built her a big 12-foot by 10-foot pen with a pond in it so she can swim. This tail's nice and flat for whipping as well as swimming. She's too curious to eat.
Oh, my goodness.
Did you smell that?
Oh.
She was like, what is that? She loves like chicken bones and all. And
like,
So again, this is, as is the case with many animals that you end up taking care of, this animal is not legal in the state of Maine.
correct. Many of the monitors are not, and part of it is because they can be aggressive, and they do get large. So, but this one here, like I said, I get right in her face, and she's a sweetheart.
Okay, yeah, that's just it's just real
You
big
seem
compared.
more affectionate toward that than I would have expected.
Well, I mean, I would like a size comparison with that little mini gecko because
Right.
my gosh.
That's, that's the extremes we get.
Yeah.
Something
Just
from
move
little.
right
Oh,
in here
sure,
and
Rob.
very
Sure,
good.
I would love
There you
to.
go.
I would love
Close
to.
to your new friend.
Hi there. Hi. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Mr.
Right in the
Drew's
eyes. Right in the
Education
eyes.
Center and Rehabilitation Center is now on Route 26 in Poland. If you want to have Drew come talk at your school, which he does all over the state of Maine, or if you'd like to stop by the center, just head to our website or our app, the 207 section. You'll find more information on Mr. Drew and his animals too. Drew, thanks so much for coming in. It is
Thank you for having
always
me.
fascinating when you're here. Stay with us, quick break, and we'll be back with more of 207 in a moment.